You ready to roll?
Oh, I'm ready. So ready.
So ready.
Yeah, let's roll.
Great. Hello, Emily.
Hello, Phil.
It is lovely to see you,
It's lovely to see you too.
and especially where you are right now.
Yes.
So, for those who may not know, Emily is in her front yard.
Yes, I am.
But your front yard for how much longer?
2 more days. Yep. This New Zealand tea tree last few days on the Soulcast of its
That's it, huh?
long life here.
Wow. Well, okay. So, the reason why I wanted to make sure that we talked about your front yard is because you and I have had conversations like this most weeks since then.
Yeah.
And many of those weeks, you have been right there in your front yard with your duck hat on.
It's probably time to go on anyway. I think my scalp is burning, so
Yeah, oh, got to protect the skin.
protect the scalp.
But like I just have this kind of nostalgic feeling of sorts, which is that so many times people checked in with a Soulcast to see what's going on and how things are going, and we were having this conversation in your front yard, and that's an era that's about to close. So, and it's
Yeah.
just super exciting that you and Megan and Simone will be living in your home. That's fantastic.
That is true. Yeah, we are very grateful for this front yard. This has been our saving grace for this COVID era that we have a yard to sit in. And so I'm really sad to leave it, actually. So, new house, we're moving to Richmond, north and east on Clinton Street. So, if you're ever up there, come on by.
Right on. Well, and who knows? Maybe your backyard will be coming to a Soulcast near us.
I'm pretty sure it will.
Well,
Oh, I know.
yeah.
What's up with Jordan Court?
You know that we are building affordable housing for seniors, 34 units and an apartment for the manager, some office space for all souls, and two apartments for staff, for visiting clergy, that kind of stuff. And it's been a long, long road, 6 years, and it's just amazing. It's happening. It's happening every single day.
6 years and it's got 2 stories now.
Oh baby. Okay, so we got our courtyard there. We got you can see the ground floor there. Wow, wow, wow. And the courtyard will be flush with our back platform of the door back there. So we'll have access. There we go.
There's
Okay.
the view of, looking towards Cedar Street there.
Looking towards Cedar. They're already starting to get stuff ready for the third floor
Yeah,
framing.
check that out. And then I went for a little walk up or down Cedar.
There it is. I have to say, it was really amazing. I was in the sacristy the other day, it must have been Ash Wednesday or something like that. And I was watching the builders put in the flooring and the walls for the office I'm going to be using.
That's so cool.
It's a crazy cool feeling. I kind of wanted to go over there and say, thank you. You guys are doing great work. I cannot wait to sit right there.
Or maybe like put your hand in the cement and like put your name next to it.
I've been looking for opportunities to do that. So far, hasn't happened.
No, I might have to break in overnight or something.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you didn't.
I mean, I didn't say that.
Wow, super good. Good. Well, so Jordan Court is going up, 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 and still on course for hopefully being done in November. Emily.
Yeah.
We have a new segment. I know you are a fan of new segments. I'm a fan of new segments. You know, the tried and true Soulcast fans out there.
They wait for the stuff, man.
Right? They wait for the drop. So here we go. This one we are calling Alive from the Archives. So All Souls is a place that has archives, which is fantastic. I love it. We are in touch with a lot of our history that way. And we have a very special guest that is going to help us go back in time and bring alive those archives.
All right.
Oh,
Hey, Suzanne.
Hi there.
Hello, hello.
Hi there.
So you are our very first guest for the segment we are calling Alive from the Archives. Oh,
Here was a picture of me with my children on the Cedar Street side of the church. I've just taken them out from church school.
is that why they're so excited and happy?
This was probably 72, maybe 73, so just shortly after, the time we're talking about for the
Right.
newsletter. Although there's no date on the background from the age of the children and the shortness of my skirt. That's sort of how I'm placing the date.
That's awesome.
Man, this
I
is
love that.
the best Soulcast.
Right? Seriously. Okay. So that said, in 1971, you had a very important role in the creation of something that has endured to this day, 50 years later. Would you let the All Soulsians near and far know how the Pathfinder came to be?
Yes, well, it was, I think, about 1971. I had joined All Souls in 1966. In 71, I thought it would be a good idea to have. I think we started the newsletter. I could be wrong. There could have been something coming out. But even if there had been a newsletter, I had thought it would be fun to have a fresh face for it. And so I suggested that we have a church school contest for the naming of the newspaper. I have no idea now what prize I gave out, but any event, a little girl whose name I do not remember, but I do remember she was probably 8, 9, 10. Her contest entry was the Pathfinder. And then she explained that the reason she was submitting this name is because the newsletter could or would be a path for finding God. And I was just so touched. I mean, how could I resist that?
Seriously. That's
Yeah,
so
yeah,
right.
yeah. And she was just heads on top as the winner. I mean,
Mhm.
and so a group of us as volunteers proceeded, as I recall, I think, as I looked at the one or two issues that I found that I gave you, the handwriting is my handwriting where there's some. So I think that it was typed, it was, and pasted all together. And then I do remember at that first house on Eunice, a little group of us around the dining room table would assemble it. And how they got the addresses on, I'm not sure,
Hmm.
because they were literally mailed to
Hmm.
all the members of All Souls.
And this was a monthly publication, is that right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, that's so neat.
Well, okay, so it's been 50 years.
And how many people can say that they've participated in something that has endured for 50 years?
I wonder if
So,
someone else watching this will remember who that little girl was, and maybe we can find her now.
Maybe. Or there might be somebody that actually had the first issue.
all right, all Soulsians, time to do our homework. Does anybody
It would
have
have
the
been-
very first issue of the Pathfinder?
Because
Looking at
I
you,
would imagine
Jim.
that I named the child and told the prize she
Right.
won. And
Right.
yeah,
Wow.
there you go.
All
Well,
right.
thanks for being here, Suzanne, and telling us the story. This is a great kickoff to Alive from the Archives.
Okay.
Great.
Bye-bye.
Thank you,
Hi,
Suzanne.
Suzanne. So, Phil, what's on tap this week?
Oof, I thought you'd never ask. A few things. One is that we are in Lent. Lent is a time when we are trying to turn around, right? We're trying to make ourselves ready for this mystery of Easter. And so we have been gathering people from All Souls to help us reflect day by day by day. And what are the media that people have reflected with, Emily?
We've had music, like music videos. We've had film. We've had poetry. We've had written essay. We've had photography.
Each of these, I don't know about you, but I'm waking up trying to do like first thing in the morning.
Yeah, usually.
Right. And then pull up that I reflect with it. I read or I take in what that person has responded with themselves. And I take about 5-10 minutes for me to answer those questions. And it's been a really grounding way to start each day.
I totally agree. So if you're wondering where you can find those, wonder no more. If you go to our homepage, over on the left-hand side, there's a button that says Lent 2021. And if you click on that and scroll down a little bit, it looks similar to our Advent windows where we have the numbered boxes. And so you click on the day of Advent that it is. So remembering that Sundays are not days in Lent. Those are, what are those called? Feast days?
They're kind of feast days, but yeah, they don't count in the 40.
Got it. So you can, if a number is turned purple, that means that day has passed. The rest are grayed out still, and you can't click on them. There's nothing to click on.
And if you're an All Soulsian who would like to reflect with us, let's just say this sounds really compelling to you and you want to use some poetry, some photography, some video, whatever you want to reflect on, email Emily, email me, email Maggie, and we would love to see if we can fit you into this year's reflections.
I'm waiting for somebody to play a song live or like record themselves playing something.
Yeah. Okay. So the other thing I wanted to put that is on tap is a new class that started last week at the teaching hour at 10:10, and it is Jeannie Cope-Zelson and me, and we are teaching a class we are calling Story with Story. And so we're looking at scriptural passages that actually are in conversation or respond to other scriptural passages. This week, we're going to do our next turn with that, 2 different stories. They're going to be songs of triumph. So that's all I'm going to say, because you got to be there to see what they are. So 10:10 Sunday.
And if you missed last week's class, you can go online to our virtual streaming page where you find the class anyway, and you can click on the link for last week's class.
Yep.
Woo-wee.
Okay, well that's a Soulcast right there.
Yeah, it is. It's season 3, episode 2.
Season 3, episode 2. All right. Well, there it is. Bye.
Bye.